Congratulations to Reddick, MJ, Denny Hamlin, and everyone else at 2311 on the win, and we look forward to a great NASCAR season. Now I'm here with Connor Howard to discuss what happened at Daytona. So, Connor, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. I just first want to ask, the Daytona 500, the Great American Race, what did you think watching this race?
Yeah, I thought it was amazing. It was an exciting race. You know how it is with pack racing at Daytona. A lot of bumping and banging. It was just an action for like 500 miles. It was really exciting. Just a whole lot of chaos, and it was just an awesome race. What a great way to begin the 2026 season, as always, for NASCAR.
Yeah, I agree. It was a fantastic race. I loved it. One thing I want to bring up to you that I've kind of seen being thrown around on Twitter is NASCAR. They've had this time where they've been very, quick to throw the caution flag. That was a pretty big wreck on the last lap. I think in recent years we would have seen that be, a caution. But NASCAR this year, they let them race back to the line. They let the race end under green. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I think you brought up a really good point. We've seen NASCAR in recent years. They would be quick on like the final lap to throw out the caution like that. But yeah, this year they actually let them race back to the line because they could immediately throw out that caution on the last lap and gave the win to Chase Elliott or Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was just really great, to let them actually race back to the line because we haven't really seen that in recent years, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
Just maybe that's something that we'll see from NASCAR starting this year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that would be a great thing. I know that's what fans really wanted, and we're seeing to get that now, which is amazing. My last question for you, just kind of, Daytona 500 sets the tone for the season. With that setting the tone, what do you expect for the rest of the season going forward? Not just for Reddick and 2311, but for the sport as a whole.
Yeah, I see a lot of good things for this year. As we just seen, like we talked about, like the caution and that they let them race back to the line. Yeah, I think we're in for a really exciting year. I expect to see multiple guys that haven't won. Like we saw Zane Smith win stage 1, and then he finished with the top 10 finish. Probably could have finished in the top 5 if he didn't wreck there right before the line. But overall, I expect to see a lot of new faces in victory lane this year. But I do want to give credit to Riley Herbst because I don't think he's going to get enough credit because if it wasn't for him, Tyler Reddick wouldn't have won that Daytona 500.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think Michael Jordan had a really great interview in victory lane, talk about teamwork because this ain't, this is different. This is motorsports, but just overall, it was just great. You got to give Riley Herbst a lot of credit. He pushed his teammate to the win. If it wasn't for Riley Herbst, Chase Elliott probably would have been in victory lane for the the Daytona 500. So you got to give Riley Herbst a lot of credit. Michael Jordan really happy with Riley Herbst. You just got to thank him. 2311 might be in victory lane, and Michael Jordan gets to celebrate a Daytona 500 championship, and it was really cool to see his cars push there at the end to get that victory. So overall, really impressive performance by 2311 Racing, owned by Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin.
Yeah. That's great, and we can't wait to see how the rest of the season unfolds. Next, all the latest on the Winter Olympics. Don't go anywhere.